You that sang to me once, sing to me now. Let me hear your long lifted note. Survive with me. The star is fading. I can think farther than that, but I forget. Do you hear me? Do you still hear me? Does your air remember you? Oh, breath of morning, night song, morning song. I have with me all that I do not know. I have lost none of it. But I know better now than to ask you where you learned that music, where any of it came from. Once, there were lions in China. I will listen until the flute stops and the light is old again. What's up, y'all? Good evening. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville. My name's Caleb Beissert. It's good to be your host this evening. Thanks for rocking with us here for Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic. Thanks to your support. We've been providing open mic here in Asheville for over 12 years now, and we're grateful to be keeping the vibe alive with you tonight. Thanks everyone for showing up, audience and performers alike, and thanks for everyone tuning in online as well. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and shares. And be sure and check out all the other great events we do here at Sovereign Kava, including the Open Jam on Tuesdays, ping pong on Monday nights, and this Friday we got the Lactones in the house at 9 p.m. Tony Black of the Marshall Tucker Band and Buckethead, Artemis Pyle fame, will be joining the band on bass that night. It's going to be a great evening. Saturday night, we got vinyl night in the house. Bring some vinyl to spin or choose from our selection. We'll be bumping vinyl on our QSC audio system. So come check it out. Sunday night, we got a special Sunday show for you. AC Sapphire and Kendall Lujan are going to be in the house at 7 p.m. They're coming through Asheville on tour, and that's going to be a really great show. So check that out, y'all, this Sunday at 7 p.m. Anyway, we got a whole night of entertainment for you tonight. Y'all grab some drinks from the bar, tip your barkeeps, and stick around, because we got a lot more coming at you. Y'all doing all right tonight? Shit, we can do a little bit better than that. How y'all doing tonight? All right, you pass. And since y'all are such a wonderful audience, let's see if y'all can help me out with this first poem. This second poem, actually, that first poem was The Nomad Flute by the great W.S. Merwin. This is an original poem called At Work, because I wrote it at work. And y'all can help me out. It's very easy. Anytime I say rent, you shout, rent! So, let's try this. Rent. 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 Okay, y'all got this. Cool. We don't have to get. You just, okay. Yeah. Keep going. You can shout rent as much as you want, really. It works. It works. We're going to improvise. All right. At work. The clock. A history of circuitry and dust. Hands, like a drill sergeant inspecting his ranks, attentive only to the air inside the glass. Under the clock, the aroma of wet leather on the first Sunday in April. Inscription bears the letters quartz, but it holds no gold. Only an idea of what time should look like and how it should sound. Rent. 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 Striking a match too quickly, losing the flame. Whose idea is it anyway? Why should we rent away our lives only to start over at midnight? On its rough face, the numbers shine like hair, each waiting for its part of the minute. Rent. 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 Striking a match too quickly. Haha, y'all are good. Rent. Keep it going. Rent. Whose idea is it anyway? Rent. Striking a match too quickly. Whose idea is it anyway? Rent. 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 Whose idea is it anyway? Rent. 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 Why should we rent? Rent. Rent. Striking a match too quickly. Rent. 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 Holds no gold. Holds no gold. Thanks a lot. Y'all rock. Oh, fucking awesome. And it is the first almost. This one's called Moon Travels. This is a true story. The first animal to dream under a larger moon and long gone stars 500 million years ago sees the weather from another day. A language unfamiliar reports the first human feet touch the surface. Nothing is isolated. Every dream departs. At the after party, a woman who I met once a year before tells me I was in her dream last night. I was warning everyone about the small animals who were in danger. I pleaded for people to help them. Then I met Tom Rayworth and told him who I was. I know, he said. Astonished, I remarked, that's cool. And he replied, no shit. My friend to the random person at the bar. My psychotherapist says I'm paranoid, but I have pictures of the helicopters that were following me. Tattoo room, a found point. Tattoo room for rent behind Denny's on Patton. Tattoo room for rent, or could possibly do commission-based pay. Must have own equipment and be able to get health department inspection. Tattoo room for rent. Give us a call. Ask for Dale or Jerry. Thanks. Do this Yusuf Komunaka poem. This is letter to Bob Kaufman. The gold dust of your voice and 25 cents can buy a cup of coffee. We sell pain for next to nothing. Nope, you don't know me, but your flesh and blood language lingers in my head like treason and raw honey. I read Golden Sardine and dance the kalinda to come to myself. Needles, booze, high steppers with dangerous eyes. Believe this, brother, we're dice in a hard time hustle. No more than handfuls of meat. Come on, play the dozens, you root worker. You neo-hoodooist, you earth lover and whole card peeper. We know roads dusty with old griefs and hot kiss joys. Bloodhounds await ambush. Something, perhaps the scent of love, draws them closer. And I'm going to do this poem by Pasky Pasqua. This is black poem, blue ink, red blood. I have a black poem that I wrote for my yellow friend that I met in a grimy side street of Bangkok. It was about the love of his life. A beautiful village muse with blue, sad eyes who climbed up a white ship that sailed to a crimson, faraway land, her stairways to heavens never to return again. I have a green poem that I wrote for a brown friend that I met on a pale Washington Square bench in New York City one white Christmas afternoon. It was about the love of his life, a lovely señorita with lonely hazel eyes that he left in their barrio in Cozumel. Her heart was grieving, praying for a blue glimmer of light in a wandering star to shower her black after midnight and cheer her lonely hazel eyes. I have a yellow poem that I wrote for a black friend that I met inside a Greyhound bus on my way to an orange county somewhere in California. His name is Green, and he has brown eyes and gray hair. The poem that I wrote for him is for the blue memories of the blues that the aquamarine devil stole in the white crossroads of his tangerine past in the name of a purple dream. My poem is brown, my pen is black, my words are white, my metaphors are green, my language is gray. I want to squeeze this blue paper where I scribbled my yellow poem, squeeze it hard with the black and white in color stories of the multicolored pages of my life. I want to squeeze this hard so I can show you the color of my blood. The color that can't be mistaken by a shade of green on a passport, tint of blue in a state ID, speck of brown or yellow in your flag, orange in your suit. I want to squeeze this poem so hard, so this poem's blood will ooze and flow and die and shade all the colors of the nights that separate the beauty of the blue sky from the grime of the black streets, the blue tears in a daughter's eyes left at home, and the black rage in a father's heart as he sets out to fight a black and white war in a brown land with a silver gun. The color of my poem is also the color of my brother's soul, the color of my friend's heart. The color of my poem is also the color of my blood. Red is the color of my night. Thanks for being here tonight for Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Asheville's longest running open mic, thanks to your support. Again, my name's Caleb Beissert, your host. You can catch me here every week. Big shout out to David Singleton on the soundboard tonight. And yes, give it up. And Morgan Beissert, our technical producer on the Lights and Live Stream production. Many thanks, y'all. We're going to get it going here. Performers, be sure and watch the show so you don't miss your spot. You'll also see a really great show because we got a lot of talent in the house tonight. What's up, talent? Give yourself some credit. What's up, talent? There we go. That's right. We believe in you. Anyway, when we got our talent getting on stage here, we support the fuck out of them, make a whole bunch of noise for them. You can scream, cheer, shout, jumping out, snap if someone's reading poetry, whatever. Just support the performers. We can try this out on our first performer tonight. Let's go, Jessica. Make some noise for Jessica. Give it up. Very nice.
Gonna do a couple poems here. This one is not titled, but here it goes. Look into their eyes, surrounded by fragile flesh, crinkled and twisted into stagnant expression, held in place by fear. Listen to their words, pushed with great effort, though empty and light, hoping to be heard but drowned by truth. False strength, false power, nothing in God's eyes. All meaningless, all humorous in presence of the wise, a wisp and a whim waiting to be blown away by a warm, fleshy heart more strong than they. Do not blame them, don't give your judging glance. They only knew what they knew and the rest was only chance. Okay, and here's another one that's untitled. Thank you. Here's another one that I don't have a title for. Look at me, what do you see? Yesterday's failed remedy, broken past memories, and emptiness inside of me. Judge me and I'll prove you prove you right. I'll sell my soul so you can sleep at night. For me, sleep is a woeful plight of dreams that fade to vacious white. Look at me, what do you see? Don't you think my heart still beats? A numbing still consistency, this emptiness inside of me. Clouds are rolling in my head, stirring a fog, making a walking dead, with a hungry heart never fed that reaches upwards, fingers spread. Look at me, what do you see? A soul that's turned absentee, a fallen, fearful devotee, an emptiness inside of me. Take a walk, I dare you to, down the path that's beaten blue, and maybe you'll come to see more than your eyes could ever believe. Thank you. And here's the last one. This one does have a name. The hospital stay you don't know about. Quick, someone get an angel here stat, so I may walk on the tips of her wings, helping me take steps away from you. Hurry, someone get me a blanket so I can drape it over my head like an ancient prophet, deciphering holy messages for all the reasons you left me. And while you're at it, someone get me a Klonopin, please, and tell my roommate to stop asking me when I will remove the bathroom sink of my toiletries. Someone get me a notebook so I can scribe all the reasons I don't need you, like a witch's spell lulling me to sleep. Please, I need to get some sleep. Get me some more Klonopin so that I can sleep. so that I can forget all the times I said I love you and all the times you said you wanted me to. Please let me sing hymns of hate, chanting every reason I have for why you used me, why you've moved on, and don't bother with the telephone. I've taken a vow of silence because he won't answer, because he doesn't care anymore, because I'm no longer happy and he is better now.
Y'all give it up one more time for Jessica. Very nice. Good stuff. Yes, indeed. Y'all keep rocking with us here each and every Wednesday night for more Poetry Open Mic Asheville. And up next on the mic tonight, we got Annabelle. We got Annabelle in the house? Yeah? Well, in that case, y'all make some noise for Annabelle. Give it up! Oh, I thought I heard someone say yes. Okay. All right, Annabelle going once, going twice. Up next on the mic, we got Brittany and Arjuna in the house. Tell me we got Brittany and Arjuna in the house. We did. Wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's Annabelle. You're just... Sorry. Confused you. Yes, do make some noise for Annabelle. Give it up.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello? McAlpine. Always on the tip of my tongue. I read an article on the internet, told me that that's how you know you've fallen in love. Don't really trust what's on the internet, but maybe just this once. Hate to admit, but it might be true. Hate to admit, but I think you knew. Hate to be lame, but I might love you. It's always on the tip of my tongue. But I stop myself from saying it, tell myself it's not the right time or something dumb. But then you kiss me like you do, and we're right back where we started from. Hate to admit, but it might be true. Hate to admit, but I think you knew. Hate to be lame, but I might love you. Do I want him? Do I care enough to say that I love him, that I need him? 'Cause I don't, but I wanna feel okay. If I need him, maybe that will make him stay. If I lie, will I still feel this way? It's always in the back of my mind. Maybe my mistakes are the reason that I made it back to you in time. If I could rewind, would there be some butterfly effect? What if we never met? What if the stars never aligned? Hate to admit, but it might be true. Hate to admit, but I think you knew. Hate to be lame, but I might love you. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Y'all keep it going for Annabelle. Thank you, Annabelle. Very nice. Keep checking us out here every Wednesday night for more Poetry Open Mic Asheville. And we got plenty more coming at you tonight. Keep it locked right here. Thanks to everyone tuning in online. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from our viewers. And if you're here at the Kava Bar, hang out, grab some Kava, tip your barkeeps, and stick around. So do we have Brittany and Regina? They said no. Nope. Do we have David R? We have David R. We do have David R. Y'all please welcome David R. up to the mic.
Okay. So what I'm about to read is, it's going to be a children's book that I want to publish. And I'm going to be reading from the second book of it. And the inspiration came from my fox, when I used to have a fox. And the second book is called The Magical Fox, Teachings of the Fox. So this is from that book. And where you last left off is Magical Fox met a woman that got turned into a fox by a witch. And she's trying to figure out how to turn herself back into a human using the magical teaching of the fox. A few days had passed since their conversations on magic, and Magical Fox wanted White Fox to rest up and be in optimal health before he began going into many teachings necessary to be able to undo the spell which the witch had casted on her. Well, it appears that the witch's spell forced you to look for something outside of yourself to find love, and this created a fragmentation in your heart. It is necessary for us to find our happiness and love within ourselves first. Otherwise, every time our identity will fragment and create an imbalance. With this being said, before I go any further in these teachings, do I have your permission to push you and move you past your comfort zone? Asked Magical Fox to White Fox. Absolutely, yes. If it means I can turn into being human again when I choose, said White Fox. All right, come with me. Let us begin lesson 1. Magical Fox signaled to follow him. Here we are. Have a seat in front of me and face me. This first lesson is called Gleaning into the Self. In order for you to properly cast the reversal spell using the crystal I had mentioned earlier, you must develop the ability to be in complete command of your emotions no matter what is presented in front of you. To assist with this, we will be looking into each other's eyes to see what we see in one another. You may feel a variety of emotions that surface, but little by little, as we progress, you will allow these emotions to pass and it will not affect you. You may begin to see faces change to different faces. You may see happy versions of me or scary versions of me. It is your job, as you go into them, to be aware of the emotions that surface one at a time, explained Magical Fox. Where'd it go? This practice lasted many weeks because White Fox had never allowed anyone to look into her eyes for longer than a minute. It was due in part because of fear. When we give the opportunity to have another to look into our eyes, they can see into our very essence of who and what we are. Those weeks had passed, and White Fox had become more proficient at seeing into Magical Fox's eyes. Because the practice is meant to teach one how to see all aspects of oneself and to be in command of every emotion that surfaces, White Fox was able to glean into the sadness and pain that Magical Fox had gone through his life that brought him to make the decisions of isolating himself in the forest and remaining in his fox body. She could see the compassion in Magical Fox's heart and how he had been mistreated throughout his life. Because of this, White Fox and Magical Fox would both begin to create a bond to one another because none they have ever met had allowed them to get as deep within their own psyche of oneself to feel all the emotions that came with each aspect. As White Fox continued to practice of looking into each other's eyes, she had glimpses of her human body by looking into Magical Fox's eyes. She had developed the ability to utilize his eyes as a tool to have visions and see things that can be or that will be. I miss my long hair and being able to dance and run on my 2 legs, thought White Fox to herself. To which Magical Fox said as a thought, now that our connection is strong because of the practice as we look into each other's eyes, we can now hear one another simply through thought. White Fox jumped back, startled, because this was the first time she had ever experienced being able to hear another's thought. That is amazing, White Fox said. In a few days, we shall go on to the next lesson. Good job on mastering this one so quickly, Magical Fox proclaimed. Hang on, sorry. There we go. Now that White Fox had become proficient on feeling her emotions and processing them as they came up by way of gleaning into the self, she was able to move on to the next lesson Magical Fox was to show her, and we continued the journey. Grand Rising, White Fox. Are you ready for the next lesson on the elements? Asked Magical Fox. White Fox nodded, and they began to make their way to the forest clearing, where they had been performing their practices. Very well, then. So in order for you to break the spell, as mentioned, you must begin to align yourself to the elements, because it is these elements that you will call upon during the final incantation. Each element plays a very specific role and holds its presence in such a way that is necessary for each other to flourish. Once you know what each element can do, you will then begin the practice of focusing in on one element at a time to then create a special grid around your body. Now then, wind. This element is the one that you would call upon when you feel stuck or stagnant. It is a gentle push. It is gentle, but will push you towards the necessary things you wish to achieve. Call upon this element to create movement. Earth. This element is one you would call upon when you wish to feel safe, grounded, wanting footing in an idea, desired focus towards a goal. It is a solid ground to build upon. Call upon this element to create foundation for everything else. Fire. This element is one you would call upon when you lost your passion and inspiration. It is the element of purification and motivation to give that spark of life. Call upon this element to create vitality, life, inspiration into an idea or incantation. Water. This element is one that you would call upon when you wish to feel your emotions. It is the element of release and is the medium in which all other energies, spirits, beings can flow through and interact with this world you see before you. Call upon this element to bring vibration, frequency, codes into this reality to then embody. White Fox continues to listen contently as she is absorbing all of this information. The last element is spirit. This is you. You are spirit in the flesh, being represented in all that you see yourself to be. When you learn this, you can no longer go back to thinking you're anything less than. Because you are spirit in the flesh, in this case, fur, you must know that we are creators of reality based on what we believe to be true. We can mold reality by utilizing the elements and thought itself. This may seem jarring at first because the mind now wishes to kick in and say, no, I couldn't possibly have this much power. No, I don't want this responsibility. But it is true. You must now accept the responsibility if you wish to change yourself back to your human form. You create your reality, White Fox, Magical Fox explained. White Fox stood still as she still is comprehending the implications that she creates her reality. If this were true, it would mean that she created the entire experience of being turned into a fox in the first place. Her thoughts begin to spiral and circle in and unto itself. Her inner monologues. I created someone to turn me into a fox? Why would I do that? What lessons would be in it for me? Oh, I remember now. I always wanted to learn magic. If I did not create this to happen and fall in love by way of a spell, I would have never met Magical Fox to learn these tools. And so White Fox began to accept the fact that she had created all the experiences because of how powerful she truly was. And with this, the lesson of the elements begins. Okay, White Fox, it's time for your first elemental lesson on air, said Magical Fox. Come with me to the open fields so that we can have an open place to practice what I'm about to show you. As Magical Fox trotted through the forest to a location, White Fox followed quickly behind. During the journey to the open field, White Fox began having self-doubts as if she was ready to really take on the responsibilities of the elements. You know, you wouldn't have even met me if you were not ready for this yet. The mind will create and rationalize and justify itself in order to keep you in a limited identity because it is where you have felt comfort from all your life. Now, because your world is changing, you must release the identity of who you thought yourself to be for this new one to place its roots, explained Magical Fox. They finally arrived to the open field with many flowers and the wind rustling through the meadows. It is time, Magical Fox snickered, and ran into the meadows and began jumping all over the place to enjoy the soft flowers and grass upon his paws. Come, frolic with me, and let yourself feel free. Move your fox body to however you deem necessary. Let go of judgment on how you are moving, said Magical Fox, to coerce her out of her self-judgment shell of thinking how silly it was. After dancing and moving the body freely for many moments, Magical Fox then began to sit down calmly in the meadow as his breath and heart were racing rapidly from all the movement, of the free flow movement of the body. White Fox, come now and sit in front of me, so that we may now ground in this energy that we just cultivated in body movement, said Magical Fox. White Fox began to sit in front of Magical Fox and was out of breath, and she began to close her eyes. I want you now to, in your mind, begin telling your heart to slow down. Keep whispering it as you focus in on the heart. Then begin to slow your breath down and focus on how you are inhaling and exhaling, said Magical Fox. Many moments passed, and Magical Fox can hear White Fox's heart and breathing begin to slow down. Perfect. Now, because the element of air is movement and pushing the stagnant energy, let us begin to focus on how we are breathing. I want you now to focus on how I breathe through the nose and out the nose, then in the nose and out the mouth, then in the mouth and out the mouth. These cycles of breath are so that it gives you a point of focus so that if you have thoughts, they quickly disappear and you retain your focus back on the breath. Perfect. So now, as you do so, these cycles of focus on how your belly is extending and contracting with each breath, explained Magical Fox. As White Fox was practicing this breath, she felt the most clarity her mind has ever felt. Even when she was in her human state, she just instinctively can feel her body and everything around her. Many moments passed. I'll just read this last part. Many moments passed while she was practicing the breath with Magical Fox. Now, I want you to begin to feel the wind around you hitting the fur. Follow it and visualize it and learn how the movement runs across the field, across the meadow. Begin now as you feel the wind to hit your fur and visualize these lines running through. Thank you.
Keep it going for David R. Thank you, David R. Yes, indeed. Y'all keep checking us out here each and every Wednesday night. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We got more coming at you. Stick around. Just a reminder, the performers should keep it within the time limit. We're on the 5-minute spots. And also, yes, always watch the show and grab some Kava. Those are the main things. If you got any other questions, you can ask the staff here. We're happy to help. And, of course, keep it locked right here and smash the like button. We appreciate it. Y'all, up next on the mic, we got Majestic and Adi. Is that right? Yes. Okay, sorry for the confusion there. We got Mr. Parker up next on the microphone. Y'all please give a big warm welcome for Mr. Parker.
One. What's up? I'm going to turn this way a little bit just so I can see this fun area over here too. It's kind of nice. Like a minute ago, I was really hoping that people would come and sit down because it was just screaming for that, and I like that. Crisscross applesauce stuff. Can you turn me up, just the guitar up just a little bit? Maybe. The song is called Freedom Comes. Light the flame that burns through the candle of life. Then you might just find all the sugar and spice. Blowing tree through the endless breeze, sweet sensibilia. Let your mind be free and set forth peace. Freedom comes in mysterious ways. 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 Spread a little love each and every day. Something good will surely come your way. Let your soul shine like the stars at night. Maybe then everything will be alright. Freedom comes in mysterious ways. 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 Would you hear the call? Could you risk it all? Farewell to the maiden of my sorrow. Farewell to the trouble of my pride. Farewell to the demons of tomorrow. Farewell to the stories left behind. Freedom comes in mysterious ways. 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 Would you hear the call? Could you risk it all? All right.
Oh, hell yeah, kettle guy. Oh, man. That was awesome. Y'all give it up one more time for Mr. Parker. Very good, y'all. We're going to keep it rolling here. It's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Next up on the old microphone, we got Ern back in the house with us. Y'all make some noise for Ern. Give it up.
Hello. Thanks, guys. This is a poem I wrote recently. Sorry to bring the vibe down. It's called The Garden of Eden is a Stupid Idea for Stupid Idiots. All right. At 4:23 a.m., I sit on the tiled floor of my bathroom alone. Far too many earlier hops, still sour and dry in my mouth, sticky. I lean my head back against the wall, eyes wide shut, listening only to the sound of the raindrops pattering against the roof. In the twilight of our dreams that I'm trying so hard to sink back into, I let you wander into a mountain grove surrounded by trees. As a demure summer rain begins to fall, leaving sparkling dewdrops on grass and spider silk that glisten as they meet your skin. All around, the scent of so many wildflowers mixed with petrichor, as rings of candy apple bullets spring ever so slowly from the yielding earth, and in the glade serenely grow the sweetest of strawberries. By the pale light of firefly glow and faraway thunder rumbling, you stumble barefoot over a velvet of mossy stones upon a mountain spring that glitters with flakes of mica mirroring the starry sky through the clouds. Slowly you step in, submerging first your foot, then your leg, and then the rest of you, the warmth climbing as you let your sure arms guide you down into the churning water. You relax and sink. Close your eyes and lean back into effervescence that seems to almost tingle up and through you. And in the golden light of impossible bliss, from your lips pours a gentle sigh. In that moment, the taste of strawberries still playing sweet upon your tongue, breathing in life's gossamer kiss. I hope you are actually so overjoyed to be in your body for once, because it means you can feel all of it. You can feel all of it. When I open my eyes again, I light a candle for you in the dark and pray in slumber you're actually there right now, so you can know in all your beautiful, ravaged soul just how cruelly soft the world can be. How soft the world can be when I could never bring myself to write or say the last line, and I feel stupid for even thinking it. Thank you.
Fucking awesome. Y'all, one more time for Ern. Thank you, Ern. Yes, indeed. Y'all grab some Kava. We got Kava, plenty of Kava to go around. Yeah, because Ray is back there squeezing it as fast as you can drink it. Go, Ray Ray. Go. Go to work, Ray Ray. Go to work. Go to work. Yes, that's how it's done right there. Yes, indeed. So yeah, that's what I said. Drink Kava. No, Ray Ray's like shaking his head. Don't drink any Kava. All right, y'all are fucking awesome. For real. Yeah. Fucking thank you. Yeah. That's right. I love it. I'm feeling the love. Feeling the love, y'all. Let's see. Next up, do we have Brett Montgomery in the house? Brett? Yes? No? Yes! Wonderful! Heck yeah, y'all please welcome Brett up to the mic. Give it up, y'all!
Hello. All right, I'll take some of that. My name's Brett. I'm new to town. My wife, Sarah, and I just moved here about 2 months ago. She's a labor and delivery nurse. That's what I'm saying? With an H, you know? She's a labor and delivery nurse, and we've been traveling the country for, excuse me, for the last year or so. It's been pretty great and pretty trying and all the emotions and everything. So I got one song for you. This one's called Losing My Mind, which is, a lot of the time how I feel. You probably relate. Seems like I'm in good company. All right. I go under the name Color Machine. Thanks for listening. I can't find the best of me. And I don't need your speaker box. All I need is some charm from you. The sea that crashes under my room. Drink it up. I'll drink it up. I'll drink it up. I'll drink it up. the ceiling talks to me, and I don't fill your cup of blood with your blood. Time's whatever you need it to be. I dance around in a circle for you. Fall down into the night. It's so dark, well, it's hard to find. I try to open my eyes. I bear down and I don't know why. I think I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I watch the sun warm the trees, walk snow-covered mountains with you, with fear that we left something behind. The path that suits us we'll often find, and I drink it up, I drink it up, while I drink it up, I drink it up. Into the night, it's so dark, well, it's hard to find. I try to open my eyes, I bear down and I don't know why. I think I'm losing my fall down into the night. It's so dark, well, it's hard to find. Now I try to open my eyes, I bear down and I don't know why. I think I'm losing my mind. 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 When I stand up here, I'm losing my mind. Sometimes I look and I stare. I'm losing my mind. And all of the time, I'm losing my mind. You know I'm losing my mind when I talk to myself. I'm losing my mind. Sometimes I talk back, it scares me to hell my mind. And I don't know why I'm losing my mind. And I don't know why I'm losing my mind. And I don't know why I'm losing my mind. And I don't know. You said I'm losing my mind. Thank you.
Hey, keep it going for Brett.
My name's Brett. I go under the name Kava Machine. I'll be playing around town. Looking forward to coming back here on Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah. Please do. Yes, we got our Travelers Open Jam here every Tuesday night, where we just we get people together, put people together who've never played together before, possibly, and make music we've never played, because we make it all up.
I saw you play, don't you? I think you were
Crazy,
playing a little
it's
guitar.
a lot of fun. Check it out. That's 8 p.m. every Tuesday. Be sure to get there early if you want to sign up to play. And of course, keep checking us out here each and every Wednesday night for more open mic. Also, this Friday, we got the Lactones in the house, featuring Chris Cooper, Max Melner, Tony Black, Jason Moore, and myself. It's gonna be a fun evening of music. Y'all come party with us. Of course, Saturday night we got vinyl night here at the bar, and Sunday night we got a special show. AC Sapphire and Kendall Lujan are coming through on tour, so check that out. That's at 7 p.m. on Sunday. It's been a good time. All right, y'all. Up next on the mic, We got Daniel Hart in the house. He's going to do a song for y'all. Give it up for Daniel Hart.
Hello. Am I cozy enough? I was traveling down the road to my favorite bar when I came upon a dear old friend of mine. We were saying our hellos, trying to say goodbye, when an angel caught my eye and brought us upstairs. We were sitting in fancy chairs, trading out our stares, just hoping that I could be the one to hold her. When she jumped right on, said that I could be the one, take her home tonight right before Nashville. But that California girl, she's back in Durham, singing songs and making love, wishing I could be the one that she'd come home to, wishing I was the end of her line. We lifted back downtown, grab her weed, it couldn't be found. Well, the storm was over when I picked my car up. We were singing them John Prine songs, holding hands and getting along, knowing that I'd be the one to hold her. Well, that California girl, she's back in Durham, singing songs and making love, wishing I could be the one that she'd come home to, wishing I was the end of her line, wishing I was the end of her line.
Daniel Hart, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Keep it going for Daniel Hart. Daniel Hart, host of the Jenga and Django night here at Sovereign Kava. That's every second Thursday. They play Django Reinhardt inspired music and Jenga. They play Jenga while they play the Django music. So if you play Jenga or Django, come out and play, or just kick back and listen and watch. Every second Thursday, 8 p.m. right here at Sovereign Kava. Y'all, I think, no, hold on one second. I think we got Savvy in the house next. Yeah. And we're getting a guitar set up for that. So, you have one? Oh, okay. Give us a second on that. That's why we're going to get Savvy up. Right now, the amazing Savvy Rain right here on this mic. Make some noise, y'all. Give it up.
Hello, everybody. So I'm going to do something a little extra special tonight. I lost a friend, a very important, special friend, my childhood bestie, this last week, and I wanted to sing a couple songs that we always used to sing together. And the first one, has anyone ever seen the movie Songcatcher? Yeah? All right, we got one. Cool. So it's this movie. It takes place in like Appalachian, North Carolina. It's really cool, but there's this cute little mountain song that we used to sing. It's called Fair and Tender Ladies. So I'm going to start with that one. And yeah, I'd like to dedicate this to my good friend, Annalisa. Come all ye fair and tender ladies, take warning how you court your men. They're like a star on a summer's morning. They first appear and then they're gone. They'll tell to you some loving story, and they'll declare their love is true. Straightway they'll go and court some other, and that's the love they'll have for you. I wish I were a tiny sparrow, and I had wings, and I could fly. I'd fly away to my false true lover, and when he'd speak, I would deny. But I am not a little sparrow. I have no wings. I cannot fly. I sit right down in grief and sorrow and try and wish my troubles by. Come all ye fair and tender ladies, take warning how you court your men. They're like a star on a summer's morning. They first appear and then they're gone, and then they're gone. Thank you. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, I won't cry, no, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. won't you stand by me? If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, all the mountains should crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Now, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? So, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand by me? Thank you.
Keep it going for Savvy, y'all. Very nice. All right. Special guest. Y'all, we got Aaron Price and Juan Holiday in the house tonight. That's right. What's what else? Poem's called Song. An anxious opiate addict, 10 days sober, keeps asking to play the piano. Unfazed. But the answer is no. He's just asking if he could play the piano. It had a sign on it that said to ask the bartender before playing it. He just wants to play it for a few minutes. Is it cool if he just plays it for a few minutes? He's just asking. We're just trying to close up. But he really needs to get something. He just wants to play it for a few minutes, so is it cool if he just plays it for a few minutes? He's just asking, though he knows how to play. He'll play it really good just for a few minutes. So is it cool if he just plays it for a few minutes? He's just asking, though he knows how to play a few minutes. Just asking if he can play the piano just a few minutes. Piano, minutes, piano. Is it cool? Piano, minutes, piano, 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 minutes, piano. He's just asking, piano, minutes, piano, piano. He's just asking, piano, minutes, piano, a few minutes, piano. He's asking if he can just play the piano for a few minutes. He really needs to get something out. Piano, 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 rent, piano, piano. He's just asking if he can play the piano. Piano. He really needs to get something out. He really, really needs to get something out.
Work through some stuff.
Y'all, please make some noise for Aaron Price and Juan Holiday.
Thank you. What's up, Juan?
What's up? Play a song. It's called. Oh yeah. Well, come all ye fair and tender ladies, be careful how you coach your man. Like a star on a summer's morning, at first he'll appear and then he's gone. I wish I was a little sparrow and I had wings and I could fly. If you ever want to find me, oh, almost nailed the landing. I'm gonna start over. Part 2. I gotta play this song every time I come here. Stop trying to be God, 'cause that's just not your job. Stop trying to be the boss, 'cause that's not who you are. Fuck the money, never leave people behind. It's always love no matter what you try. It's always love no matter what you try. Still I can see it coming down your eye. So stop trying to be God. That's just not your job. No Cookie Monster, no Willy Wonka. I really want you. If you really want to, give me your telephone number. Your telephone number. No Cookie Monster, no Willy Wonka. I really want you. If you really want to, give me your telephone number. Your telephone number. Fuck the money, never leave people behind. It's always love no matter what you try. Still I can see it coming down your eye. Thank you, thank you. Aaron Price. I have never played with Aaron Price before. This is the amazing Aaron Price.
What?
First time ever.
It's an all-star collaboration up here, y'all.
Maybe in public.
In public. Hey, seriously, give it up one more time for Juan Holiday and Aaron Price. Thanks so much, y'all. Appreciate that. Very nice. Y'all, it's Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We're now Western North Carolina's longest running open mic thanks to your support. We've been doing it for 12 years here in Asheville, and we're keeping the vibe alive for you tonight. We got more performances coming up. Of course, be sure to check out all the other great events here at Sovereign Kava, including the Lactones this Friday night at 9 p.m. with special guest Tony Black. This Saturday at 8 p.m., we got Vinyl Night, and rounding out the weekend with a Sunday night show at 7 p.m. with AC Sapphire and Kendall Lujan. It's going to be a great time, y'all. Of course, check out the Open Jam on Tuesdays and the good old open mic here every Wednesday night. If you're performing tonight, you got a free Kava waiting on you at the bar after your performance. Just check in with the bartender. We're going to keep it rolling for you tonight because we got more good stuff coming at you. But first, no, I'm just kidding. We have the host, the one and only host of The Mark Hudson Show, the Mark Hudson. Give it up for the Mark Hudson, y'all. And he's got a box. Uh-oh.
Y'all keep it going for Caleb Beissert. Woo! Yeah. I just need that one.
Mark, those are some excellent warm-up pants. I couldn't help but notice the stitching around the pockets and the inlaid fancy pocket pattern. Where did you get those?
I don't know. The internet.
I want them.
For the right price. Thanks. It's a little sandalwood to start it off. Making messes up here. This dude just said he's got so much shit. Okay, I'm going to start out with a famous speech from this sweet book. All right, this is The Universal Law of Gravitation by Isaac Newton. I'll give you a little preface. For 2 years from 1666, Isaac Newton was forced to live at his mother's home in the village of Woolsthorpe because Cambridge University was closed due to a plague epidemic. Dun, dun, dun. Whether or not the Apple story is true, it was during this period that he formulated his laws of gravitation, realizing that gravity is universal and that the force it exerts diminishes over distance and is symmetrical between two objects. The equation for the universal law of gravitation can be written as below, which means that the force is proportional to the masses of the two objects multiplied together, but inversely proportional to their distance apart, i.e., two objects placed 2 feet apart will exert only a quarter, you guys, of the gravitational force that they would if placed 1 foot apart. And here is me as Isaac Newton. F equals GM1 M2 over D2. F equals the attractive force between two bodies of masses M1 and M2, separated by the distance, and G is the universal gravitational constant. If it universally appears by experiments and astronomical observation that all bodies about the Earth gravitate toward the Earth, and that in proportion to the quantity of matter which they severally contain, that the moon likewise, according to the quantity of its matter, gravitates toward the Earth, that on the other hand, RC gravitates toward the moon, and all the planets mutually one toward another, and the comets in like manner towards the sun. We must, in consequence of this rule, universally allow that all bodies whatsoever are endowed with the principle of mutual gravitation. For the argument from the appearances concludes with more force for the universal gravitation of all bodies than for their impenetrability. That's a long word. Impenetrability. Yeah. Of which, among those in the celestial regions, we have no experiments, nor any manner of observation, nor that I affirm gravity to be essential to all bodies. By their inherent force, I mean nothing but their force of inertia. This is immutable. Their gravity is diminished as they recede from the Earth. That was the law of gravity. These dents are not from me, by the way. Yeah, you like that, don't you, on the couch? That's my hair. My hair has got stuck. that concludes the ASMR portion. Thank you. I will end on an original poem. I hope y'all are doing all right out there. How y'all feeling? Sweet. I like 50-50. That. No, it's sandalwood. Thanks. Okay. I seem like an eager chemist. What elements are resistant, persistently uncogent? What's your motive? What are you looking for? A good time like me and not an annoying bore? Bend over, touch the floor. I got full palms down. Calm and with the breath out. Nobody's keeping me bound. No vows, easy to say words with furtive furrowed brows, with the sweat dripping, hair flipping, then clip back. Braided, smacking stacks that lack the energy. Let me see the freshest way to free up that creativity, the wildest way to be exceptional. Recession-proof roofs, no more messing with the aloof in a group. Goofs, my favorite kind. The folks that don't fuck with rewind and straight, windy wooden stairs to climb, get the quads up high into the clouds. Wads of gum stuck now, low down, not even touching. Time to outsource for sport, but don't approach the home porch. Some weird truths might come forth, not in the north. I'm a huge dork, riding pet storks, delivering baby bottles uncorked. Time for the Rorschach to tell me about my headspace. The dead weight to cut out at a pace that leaves no trace. Cut the cells, always causing ringing bells and crack shell sounds, teeth and nails, ground up to a fine powder snort and get the brain blast fast. Heal, minus 90, find me in the desecrated crypt. Level 9, there's wine and I cast an aura with protection, sublime, unlimited time. My dark mage is level 69. All right, that's it. All right. All right, y'all are great. Thank you very much for the time. Give it up for the Beissert Bros. Make sure to tip your bartenders. And thank you all very much.
And keep it going for Mark Hudson. So Mark Hudson, y'all.
I'm going to clean this up.
Oh, yes. All right. Clean up on the stage. Clean up on the stage, y'all. Look at that. Fantastic.
All right, no more liquor.
Our sound tech, David Singleton. Fantastic, y'all. We're going to keep it rolling here. We got a lot more performances coming at you, so stick around, grab some Kava, hang out with us. Up next on the mic tonight, we got Braden Lamore in the house. Where's Braden? Braden. That's right, y'all. Make some noise for Braden.
How y'all doing? My name is Braden Lamore. I'm going to share a few poems with you. But first, I've just wanted to share this with people. So I work over at the hospital, and it's been a heavy 2 weeks, heavy month. So grab the people you love, hug them tight, tell them you love them, tell them you appreciate them. Because as cliche as it sounds, life's short. So just give them some love. So I don't usually name my pieces or title them, but we're trialing a title for this one finally. Call it Lost. Hush now. They will hear your whispers Mangled voices amplified circle back through the breeze. Echoing screams envelop the air as piercing as the grit in the chalk stick shrieks down the dusty blackboard. Desperate squeals from a castaway at sea. In rhythmic succession, thunderous howls bounce off the jagged bedrock as tears are transposed into harsh melodies resonating from you, lost little wayfarer. This dystopia in which you dwell shackles you tight, as does the dream catcher that embraces the graphic fantasies fabricated by the sleeping artist. You entangle yourself in a self-deprecating labyrinth more elaborate than the work of Daedalus. You see, you cannot swim deeper without unsealing your eustachian tubes, equalizing the pressure throughout your ears. Without balance, damage will follow. Preventable traumas for the mindlessly misguided. Your journey astray is circuitous. Regularly blinded by tantalizing toxicities, you've missed the spot markers thoughtfully placed while you trudge on deeper into crooked depths. Just as Hansel dropped his edible placeholders on the forest floor, only to find that breadcrumbs prove insufficient in revealing the route back. Boundless naivete ending in peril. But you are not naive, are you, little wayfarer? This dystopia in which you dwell shackles you tight, and your path grows exponentially complex, like a vast array of canals that intersect into a web of one another, woven together into a web of intricacies. This is a one-way passage in which breadcrumbs prove insubstantial, especially when turning around is insurmountable. So hush now. Don't let them hear you, the drones of temptation, riddled with toxins, disguised in enchantments of allure, as the sirens entice sailors to inevitable doom. The seduction of temporary relief from your boundless blubbering overtakes your line of sight. So you dance in circles, unsynchronized with the tempos. With this, you see the howls that loom over, echoing off that jagged bedrock, are the product of tone-deaf tumbling, misaligned with the melody. Now lock away those whispers so they don't hear you now. The intangible murmurs that deceive your path and ensnare your ship, sending it back through the cyclones. The desires to escape from this stark reality seep through small cracks and form mumbled breaths, encouraging you to surrender your motivation and find false happiness in carefully created death traps that promise unequivocal relief. So follow one foot after another and be wary of detours, because before you know it, you will be sinking down where the darkness has an appetite for the light, drowning so quickly you won't even know to equalize your ears until the pressure is permanently off balance. Remember, without balance, damage will follow. Thank you. Thank y'all.
All right.
Oh, do I still got some time? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you got a minute or two left.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is a quick two-parter. I've named it Before and After, written in different parts of my life, a lot of healing in between. So, before. The empty parking lot lie half naked to the side streets, partially visible behind juvenile blooms of dogwood and birch, both the parking lot and the side street adjacent to a reticent lakelet. Bordered by the weeping willows whose vines danced in gentle harmony with the breeze, I walked along the path of that silent pond, whose water reflected a slate-colored sky, evidently missing the subtle moonlight. Surely, the moon and the water were playing a little game of hide and seek. Or maybe it was that the moon glanced at his reflection and retreated far behind the clouds, rattled by this special pond, whose water virtuously reflected an honest image of himself. The moon, that is. See, this is what I thought. And as I walked along that curved path to my left, the water waited patiently until finally I turned, sheepishly, to get a look at myself. How long had I stood there? I peered at a stranger whose characteristics were familiar enough, reminiscent of a time before when flowers bloomed behind those eyes. But now, this stranger was more gaunt than before, an unlovely version, filled with littered scars hidden beneath smooth skin, a guise that had grown more pale, drained from hiding the echoes of inward pain, surely wails for help, and the poisonous remedies used to coax these echoes into indifference. How long had I stood there? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so this is called After. There's a subtle curiosity in the air tonight, a certain type of golden ash residue, burnt off the backs of the beautifully broken, and it lingers on my lips. We haven't done this dance in a while. Reminisce. Shit, the last time the air felt this light, we were riding on a caravan of liquid daydreams, starstruck by intricate illusions created by a certain type of golden ash residue. But they are not that anymore, are they? Daydreams. The toxic paint has stripped away, leaving my bones bare, and I ask myself, who are you? The glass that is full or the glass half empty, because you are indeed empty. Albeit in a cosmic irony, I do feel more full now, quenched even. My bones may be bare, but they are also dry. See, there's a difference between being empty before and being empty after, and I decide that I am the glass waiting to be filled. See, I used to ride the rip curl of the swooshed breeze, willingly scorching my skin, flying too close to the sun. Behind me, all that golden ash, a sort of residue, forcefully stripped from my flesh. See, I used to sit and swim through this mirage of beauty. I would watch the bits of myself slough off and drift away, and I would count in between the seconds before the next little gust took some more. But you see, I used to dream in black and white, for I drank all the colors to satiate my thirst. But now, I remain quenched, and when I sleep, I dream with a spectrum of luminous stardust, almost a sort of golden ash residue. Thank you.
Give it up for Braden Lamore, y'all. Thank you, Braden. Hell yes. We love the poetry here. Poetry open mic Asheville's longest running open mic and voted best. Thanks to your support, we're going to keep it rocking for you tonight because we got a lot more performers coming at you. Y'all be sure and grab some drinks from the bar and stick around. because up next we got Matthew G on the mic. Make some noise for Matthew G.
Hello. I'm Matt. A couple weeks ago, I got hit by a car, and my guitar was on my back, and it saved my life, so I'm happy to be alive. As I hope we all are. Thanks, David, Caleb, etc., Alex. Here's a song called Change. The day you die, water sign, they'll stand in line, they'll say your name. He's here to fight, dumb and blind. He's inside, he feels ashamed. Hold tight, green eyes, red light, green light, big broke skylight, feel the rain. Trojan horses, chaos divorces. If we fight, we can stay the same. What if I can't change? What if I can? Yeah, when you go, you should know. Plain and slow, they'll say your name. He's dumb and old, overgrown, chasing fool's gold. He won't explain. Hold tight, green eyes, red light, green light, big broke skylight, feel the rain. Trojan horses, chaos divorces. If we fight, we can stay the same. What if I can't change? What if I can? Thanks. I have music online under the name Anyhow. Anyhow Music. Whatever. Still alive. Here's another song. I heard Morgan did poetry at the Shakedown Lounge. Pretty cool. Sad to have missed it. It's all dark till you turn the lights, and you're out in the car and you're guarded, holding the love of your life. When laid down, got tired, so you went up to bed. When laid down, got tired, so you went up and read. The world starts at an easy pace, but you're out on the road with a target, not even running the race. When laid down, got tired, so you went up and read. When laid down, got tired, so you went up to bed. Katie, you believed in me. Now I let you down. Katie, you believed in me. Where's my cardboard crown? Thanks.
Keep it going for Matthew G. Matthew G. Thank you. Ah, good to see you, buddy. Yes, indeed. And that's right. Morgan killed it at the Shakedown Poetry over my Kendo. By the way, which I should have mentioned, is tomorrow. If you get out to Hendersonville, it's at the new Kava bar in Hendersonville. Shakedown Lounge, 7:30 p.m. every Thursday. That's our new sister open mic, Poetry Open Mic Kendo. All right, we're going to keep Poetry Open Mic Asheville rolling tonight because we got Kai and Nicholas in the house on the mic next. Make some noise for Kai and Nicholas.
Nicholas. So today we weren't sure what we were gonna do, but then Nicholas suggested we do Landslide by Fleetwood Mac, and then in the parking lot, someone let us know that the singer Christine McVie died at 79 today. So it ended up being a tribute song to her. So yeah, this is Landslide. Hi, I'm Kai. Thank you, Nicholas. Oh wait, where's your keyboard? Okay, here we go. All right. There you go. Hi everyone. Now I'm gonna do an original song for you, called "Ode to Roadkill." Yeah, here we go. One by one, we'll wind up here. Squirrel, cat, raccoon, rat, opossum, dog, deer. Nature kept you safe and sound, but wild ones weren't built for this town. Four wheels and two headlights hit, now you're a roadkill on the ground. You never did like this highway. You never did choose to die this way. You never did like this highway. You never did have a say. Nature kept you safe and sound, but wild ones weren't built for this town. Four wheels and two headlights, it looks like that's the end of it. You never did like this highway. You never did choose to die this way. You never did like this highway. You never did have a say. Nature kept you safe and sound, but copper came and tore it down. Nature kept you safe and sound, but there's no trees left in this town.
That's Kai, y'all. Keep it going for Kai. Thank you, Kai. Very good. Y'all stick around because we got more open mic coming at you. Our next performer tonight is another Asheville legend. One of the finest. We got him right here tonight, y'all. But y'all gonna have to make some noise. Cause this Ease Doggy Dog. Y'all make some noise for Ease Dog!
What up, Asheville? The dog is loose at the wonderful Kava bar, Saffron Kava. How's everyone doing? Yeah, y'all in for a wonderful treat. Oh, yes, always. But we're going to go ahead and keep the good times going and heated. It's cold outside, so I'm going to start things off with a song called ASHEViLLE. Yes, produced by me. It's literally spelled out like that. Off of my Asheville's Finest EP, by the way. Yeah. Represent. Hey, A's dog on the track. Hey, y'all remember a long time ago, I made a song on Verb Nation called Asheville, spelled out ASHEVILLE. Hey, but now this is Asheville. Represent V1.2. Started out from the bottom, now I'm here. Look at me now, holding it down, stripping the A, knocking it down, I laid it down. For my city, Asheville, 8 to 8, every day. When I'm at work, on my grind, doing my thing, on the stage, stripping the grass, calling the hill. From the hood, I remember the bill. Up the mountain, sometimes hot, sometimes warm, or very chill. Thinking the old school like a saying, Genesis, remember this. I was the same, but happy, baby, right back in 2006. Hey, this is for my city, I'ma wear big S. It is for my shoes, I'ma stare big H. Here is the shit that I just made. Easy dog, your dog in the name, still don't play. V is the bill, I is the deal. F, live for the A, die for the A-ville. L, living like a king without a crown. Easy to be here, lay it down for my own town. Switch it up, hottest of the hot, can't put me out. It's dog, your dog, it's my URL SoundCloud. Watch me on the YouTube, subscribe to me. If you got the Instagram, go ahead and follow East. Yo, go and spread the word. East is coming through, coming soon to an area and vendor near you. Now, get on the internet and check me out. Hey, Asheville in the city, I'ma spell it out. Hey, this is for my city, I'm a rap it. And it's for my shoes, I'm a step it. Hey, here is the shit that I just made. Hey, Donkey Dog, come on. They still don't play. Hey, it's the feel. It's the deal. L. Live for the A, die for the A field. L. Living like a king without a crown. A. Up in here, lay it down for my old town. I become a beast when I have the mic. Drop you lights, get them I'm done, the feel my strike. Wiping my shine over my dead body, this my life. Married for life, treating this rap shit like a wife. And taking no L's, all the winner, that's what I do it. Giving my fans the what they love, but my wonderful music. Got your speakers, just a puppet, call it bad rock. Tonight in New Year's 80s, midnight, let the ball drop. Age dog and dog been doing this since back in the days when they had to spit two. Get a major deal built up overnight. Need the sunglasses, cause my future's bright. ASHEVILLE. Always been, always will. Represent my city. ASHEVILLE. If you love this joint, go ahead and put it on repeat. Hey, this is for my city, I'm a rap it. S. This for my shoes, I'm a step it. H. Here is the shit that I just made. It's Donkey Dog, it's the name, still don't play. V is the feel, I is the deal. Live for the A, die for the A field. L. Living like a king without a crown. Easy up in here, lay it down for my old town. Yeah, I was not expecting that to cut off early though, but that's what happens when I actually dance. The dang head piece come off, but I was at the end of the song anyway. Yeah, y'all was bumped to that Asheville though. Yeah, but no further ado, we're gonna go to the requested song right now, which is Maggie Valley. Going back to Maggie Valley. So let's go to Maggie Valley. Put this by me. Yep. We're gonna do a little something different like this. We're gonna take a ride from the city to the country. Ease down on the track. Let's go. I'm going back to Maggie Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey. Oh, I think so. I'm going back to Maggie Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey. Oh, I think so. A 1, 2, 3, let go. I'm going Maggie Valley, where the scenery is ready. Thank you. Oh, come on now. I gotta get away, boy. I cannot wait. There is so much to do. I gotta make a list. It's your city boy E's or my country boy H. I throw on my rags and put on my gems. Before I make that trip, gotta hit the 8 a.m. Myself and my boy, we hit the highway early. Today at Let's is karaoke Thursday. I'm going back to Maggie Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Oh, I think so. I'm going back to Maggie Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey. Oh, I think so. Come on. A 1, 2, 3. I'm going back to Maggie straight from ASHEViLLE. I feel it or get hungry. I need a bar and grill. And Angus beef with cheese with a tall glass of beer. We on the road again, spirit almost struck a deer. Tonight is still young, so we hit the furnace door. I see a lot of fine ladies on the dance floor. Drink some moonshine at the distillery. The town show me love, Stafford hospitality. Hey, I'm going back to Maggie Valley, Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Oh, I think so. I'm going back to Maggie Valley, Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey, oh, I think so. A 1, 2, 3. I'm going back to Maggie, I'm feeling kinda lucky. I'm on the interstate, singing Tennessee whiskey. Riding up the mountain, no signal on my phone. Cherokee County, a long way from home. Time to try my luck and place a tribal bingo. The next stop, Paris Resorts and Casino. Elevator down and the whole place is hot. I have plenty money, so I'ma hit the slots. I put it in 60, but only want a 20. Instead of me stopping, I spent me some money. The same that I know I'm playing blackjack. I stood at 20, didn't want, I was mad. Decided to take my losses in my cash out. Before I take my leave, I got to cash out. I still had a time with me and my friend. I'm planning on coming back to Maggie Valley again. I'm going back to Maggie Valley, Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey, oh, I think so. I'm going back to Maggie Valley, Valley. I'm going Maggie Valley. Hey, oh, I think so. A 1, 2, 3. Ace Dog, Andrew's finest. You probably wasn't expecting for the bluegrass and rap fusion to come together like this, were you? Ah, yeah. And that was the fire track going back to Maggie Valley, Valley. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, if you like that Maggie Valley joint, you're gonna love this last one and stuff though. And this is my newest shit right here. And oh yeah, I'm about to go super hard. Speaking of, that's the name of my final track, Super Hard, produced by me. Hopefully it will go in and out. When it comes to this hip hop and rap, I go hard. 80s dog on the track. I go super hard. I go super hard. Super hard. I go super hard. I go super hard. Super hard. I go super hard. Super hard. May be easy, but I go hard. I go super hard. Super hard. May be easy, but I go hard. I go super hard. Super hard. May be easy, but I go hard. I go super hard. Super hard. May be easy, but I go hard. I go super hard. I'm just a superstar. When I blow up, I'm gonna go super far. Out of space, let it S. I go super hard, just as an S. And your cousin, and your sister too. Like I play it, they will show you my residue. I'm a freak, man, super freak like Big James. So physical, I speak that same game. Y'all be shit talk, y'all be stepping. I'm on some good shit. Y'all be bullshitting, I be working late, like a bully call. I'm a discover artist, give me a shit dog. Got to catch up, I feel so far behind. It's been too long. Back to my grind, I go super hard. I I think that's super red. She give a big brain. I call her super head. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. Here's super easy in my super car. Y'all play it easy mode. I play my super hard. Like a big dick on fat agua. I make your girl wet, like an agua. I got the red blood, like a white zebra. I make your hater disappear like agua. Down motherfucking alligator. Everything I do, they say I do it for the fair. I'm a country boy, don't call me redneck. I'm that hood boy, playing in your headset. Y'all must be deaf, y'all ain't hearing me. Became Halloween, now y'all hearing me. God damn, can't be serious. Use a pussy, I see a period. I get mad love, I kiss the people off. Super hard on dick, I piss the people off. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. Stop, wait a minute. Y'all let me finish. I'm feeling like Popeye after eating spinach. I'm on my strong man. I ain't strong man. I'm getting mad money. I need them low bands. I play my cards right. I like that Uno. Moving heavyweight. Kinda like a sumo. My flow's super hard. It's titanium. R.I.P. my track. Cause I be killing them. I go super hard. Super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. I go super hard, super hard. Maybe easy, but I go hard. Asheville, find it. Yeah.
He's dog, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told you. I go super hard, super duper hard, baby.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm about to go ahead and sign off. But if you want to hear more of me, I got CDs on deck. I got the Ashes Finest 2. Let's go for 5. And I'm actually got the Ashes Finest 1 going for 3. And I also got the 0 one going for 1. Let me know if you want that. And check out the Super Hard once again on SoundCloud, Ease Doggy Dog. On top of Ease Dog, EAZEDOGG. Follow me on Instagram, Ease Doggy Dog. I will be doing like a weekly Asheville hip hop showcase where I play music videos and soundtracks of artists in Asheville every Friday, 8 p.m. on my Instagram Live. Y'all keep up with that. And also, watch out for my music video for Get Weird, Stay Weird on my YouTube. And when in doubt, go get Ease Dog.
Put your hands together for Ease Dog. Thank you, Ease. Check him out. Thank you. All right. Very good. Cool. We're gonna keep it rolling here. Let's see. Do we have Brittany and Arjuna? Y'all ready? Yes? No. Brittany and Arjuna. Going 3 times. Majestic. Do we have Majestic? Adi Majestic. Joe Schultz. All right. John Lang. John Lang. John Lang is here. Winner! Y'all make some noise for John Lang. Give it up.
Hey everybody, I'm going to do some poetry for y'all tonight. I got my first very book coming out. Next week I'll have copies here of the poems you're going to hear right now. So, you know. This first one is called Your Special Suffering. Your special suffering. Your uniquely unique suffering. You're suffering and it isn't fair. You're suffering and no one cares. If a person were to understand your suffering, their mind would shatter like the fragilest crystal snowflake falling from the tallest Georgia pine. But that isn't anywhere near the truth. Your suffering is so goddamn ordinary, so similar to everyone else's that you wouldn't believe it. And what a blessing that is, when you can use your suffering as a bridge to connection and not a place to hide away. Do not let the greedy miser of your ego take hold of your suffering. It will hollow it out and wear it as a ghastly mask, scaring all around you and further building a narrative of otherness and lack. Instead, let it be of service. Your suffering is a mighty teacher. It teaches you to love deeper and move gently. Your suffering is a mighty healer. The understanding it leaves behind is the medicine others need. Your suffering is a mighty communicator. It brings us together and binds us in love. Your suffering matters. In fact, it's so very important. But God damn it, it is ordinary. What a blessing that is. All right, this next one is called Holy Dark Gratitude. Late night walks down empty streets lined with sycamores, head tilted upward at the sky, and you're a child once more, wandering ethereal asphalt and hearing the mysterious noises of things unseen. The fear and joy blend into a lavender cocktail that goes down smooth past your trembling lips. The holiness of every moment, the God in every green bug, and the incredible unity of everything one could call separate, flow into you as natural as the night air flows into your lungs. And as you continue on through this strange, beautiful night, only stopping occasionally for the flashing of headlights, the underlying emotion is gratitude. Gratitude for every person, thing, and moment that led you to this one. Gratitude like the sun giving light and life to every cave, corner, and crevice you called your suffering and otherness. You wonder how many more walks like this you will have as you softly move through its dark satin lace. You will hope for many more, for you know there is heaven on these streets on nights like this. All right, here's my last one. This one's called The Blessing of Seasons. We've been all through a lot of seasons in these last few weeks, so. The changing of seasons is a wind that catches all sails. It gently shakes us awake from the unconscious slumber of eating the same breakfast and walking the same trails. It reminds us of the finite quality of every goddamn last thing and how beautiful that is. The changing of seasons is poetry, death, lovemaking, and fucking. Be reborn each spring. Feel into the youth of every summer. Laugh whimsically with the colors of the fall and take rest in the stillness of winter. The seasons are attuned to your heart's beautiful clock. Feel into each ticking and striking of the hour. As you go through your life's shifting seasons, I leave you with this blessing. May your life have many seasons, and may you breathe deeply in every one. All right, thank you all. That's all my poetry got tonight. My book, God Bless the Roadkill, next week. I'll have it here. All right, y'all have a great night.
Keep it going for John Lang. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Up next tonight, we got Gordon in the house with some music for y'all. So put your hands together for Gordon.
original song, house songs I've been working on. Yeah. Yeah. All right, perfect.
Feel the bass, feel the bass, underground. Feel the bass, feel the bass, underground. I remember. Feel the bass, feel the bass. I remember. Underground, underground, feel the bass. Underground, feel the bass. I remember. Underground.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a SoundCloud too. Gordon Levine. Gordon Levine.
Keep it going for Gordon Levine, y'all. Make some noise. That's right. Thank you, Gordon. Oh, yeah. We still got more coming at you tonight, so stick around, folks. Let's see. Number 17. Palma. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you read that? All right. We got Joe Shelton in the house, y'all. Please welcome Joe Shelton up to the mic.
What a guy, come on. Microphone is- Okay, I'm just going to do a couple of songs. The first one is not an original song, and I have hereby alerted the sound man, as you should as well. Christina McVie was the not Stevie Nicks lady singer of Fleetwood Mac, and she passed away the other day, and she was kind of praised within the group as being the best musician of the group. This is kind of a lesser-known solo thing of hers, and I'm just going to try and interpret it. Got a hold on me. Lifting me up, never let me down. How I smile when you're around. Ooh, I got a feeling it'll work out right. I can't stop thinking about you, baby, every day and night. Yeah, got a love, got somebody's got a hold on me. Ooh, I got a love, this love's got a hold on me. Well, I've been in love and I've lost. I can count the tears, but I can't count the cost. I've been down, I've been used, and I know that I just can't lose. Yeah, I got a love, got somebody's got a hold on me. Ooh, I got a love, this love's got a hold on me. Yeah, I got a love, got somebody's got a hold on me. Yeah, I got a love, this love's got a hold on me. Oh, you do me wrong now. My love is strong now.
You really got a hold on me. Christina McVie, rest in power. All right. Raise a cup of the muck, will you? All right. All right, now a silly song. Mr. Happy's Raincoat. Gordon is a fisherman. He puts out to sea. Gale stops by, but he stays dry, footloose and fancy free. Gale won't blow it, oh no, but there's no need to bicker. Gordon slips his fish stick into a yellow slicker. Mr. Happy's raincoat keeps his dinghy afloat. Mr. Happy's raincoat, keep one on your love boat. The London fog is thick tonight. Reg needs company. Ladies of the evening, oblige him thoroughly. They get to the hotel, sign in as the Smiths. Before they hit the sack, Reg slips a Mac onto his monolith. Oh, Mr. Happy's raincoat, when on sex workers you dote. Mr. Happy's raincoat, once you drop your banknote. There are some claps you shouldn't applaud. Some aides have a helpful knack. When there's a downpour, don't play the ponies, roughshod or bareback. Cupid's arrow need not cause terror, no need to quiver or quake. Slip on the sheath if she's underneath when you happen to spill your milkshake. Whoops! Fanny's fellas take her for a little walk. In her strolling, she goes all around the block. There's no barefoot in the park. She says wear a sock. If they resist, she tells them zip up that poppycock. Mr. Happy's raincoat, or you'll sadly emote. Mr. Happy's raincoat, I put one on her, that's all she wrote. When a couple wants love, but not parenthood, they insist on rain gear, as in fact they should. Mr. Happy's raincoat, I keep one just in case. The weather is poor and the one you adore wants you in a Happy's place. Mr. Happy's raincoat, Mr. Happy's raincoat. Practice safe sex. I love you, Kava Bar. Good night.
Three. I'll keep it going one more time for Joe Shelton. Good night. Thank you so much, Joe. And, yes. Oh, okay. Cool. Good. Marie's here at least. Up next on the mic, we got Jacob. Do we have Jacob? Yes. No? Yes, no. Jacob. Going once. Going twice. Okay. Well, we got Amory. You ready? All right. We got Amory in the house. Y'all make some noise. Give it up.
is that. Thank you, thank you. And the next song is a cover. It is Peekaboo by Daniel Johnston. I absolutely adore Daniel Johnston. Got a tattoo, you know. But yeah. When I'm down, really down, nothing matters, nothing does. Close my eyes to go to sleep. I can't sleep, I can't sleep. Junior high, lost my mind. Don't know why it's a terrible thing. Since that day, it's been a struggle, trying to make sense out of scrambled eggs. Please hear my cry for help and save me from myself. Painted a bar, never got paid. In a town where everyone was unemployed, I got locked in on Easter Day. All I'd eat was a piece of bread. This a bit, LOL. When I got home, my mother said, "You're a lazy bum, and that's how come you suffer like that, and you'll starve all your life, all your life." I like to make things up. It's the healthiest thing that I do. But I'm tired of being kidnapped by a dark wolf that would do me in. Please hear my cry for help and save me from myself. I'm just saying how I feel. Oh, maybe you try to understand. I'm a man who needs you. When I'm down, really down, nothing matters, nothing does. Close my eyes to go to sleep. I can't sleep, I can't sleep. You can listen to these songs, have a good time, and walk away. But for me, it's not that easy. I have to live these songs forever. Please hear my cry for help and save me from myself. That's that one. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I love this place. And then the last song I have is called My Favorite Number. I wrote it earlier today on the quad at UNCA. I have to listen to the recording real quick for the melody. But I got this. What the heck? I'm not cold, not cold anymore. I'm not lost, not lost anymore. That is not my favorite number, by the way. It is 27. Thank you.
Well, give it up for Amari, y'all. Amari.
Instagram.
Thanks. All right, we just got a couple more performers left on the list tonight. But, Kava bar's open, so stick around. Drink some Kava. Let's see here. Up next, on the mic, we got Rose Star back in the house with us. Y'all, please give a big warm welcome for Rose. Give it up.
How's Asheville tonight? I do appreciate all you guys that are still here. Can't see you very well, but that's all right. I hear you. What do I have to say? Tonight, I'm in my purpose circle after 13 years of questing for a vision. Tonight is the night that I die or live the new life. And that's it. 40 days and 40 nights later and 13 years. This is the vision. I never saw it. Somebody much bigger than me did, though, and they just little by little, it's a process. Analyzing this and analyzing that at 54. I came in here a while back and did a poem called Transition, and I wrote it when I was very depressed and on the verge of killing myself. And I've spent many times wanting to die. But my favorite elder, Teresa Sykes Brittany, told me that when that happens to me, it is not to kill myself, but to die to something in my life that no longer serves me. And not loving myself never served me. I wrote a poem years ago. I was married to my third husband, who I had 3 children with, and I was raising them in the woods, homeschooling them. It was called The Reflection. And I was going to do that poem, and I might if I still have time. But I wrote a poem later, after I quested and right before I died, literally died, and walked through the valley of the shadow of death. And this one is called The River. It's a little different than Transition and The Reflection. The river. I hear the river calling as the voice of many waters, the roar of thunder clapping her hands. The Alpha, the Omega, the Ancient of Days. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I hear the river calling as the voice of many waters, the roar of thunder clapping her hands. The Alpha, the Omega, the Ancient of Days. Look unto me and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am love and there is none else. I hear the river calling as the voice of many waters, the roar of thunder clapping her hands. The Alpha, the Omega, the Ancient of Days. My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith love. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. I hear the river calling as the voice of many waters, the roar of thunder clapping her hands, the Alpha, the Omega, the Ancient of Days. Then shalt thou call, and love shall answer. Thou shalt cry, and she shall say, here I am. If thou take away from the midst of thee the yoke, the putting forth of the finger and speaking vanity, and if thou draw out thy soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. And love shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters fail not. I hear the river calling as the voice of many waters, the roar of thunder clapping her hands, the Alpha, the Omega, the Ancient of Days. I'm going to vanish tonight. I only know that because I was told that. I've been told a lot of things. A lot of things that people need to know. Because we can stop it if we want to. But we have to all be one. One purpose, one love, one faith, one hope. I know what Revelation says, but I also know that my God will repent if we do.
All right. Y'all give it up for Rose Starr. Thank you, Rose. All right. Well, yeah. Yes, indeed. Much love, y'all. Thank you all for being here, being for part of this. We're happy to be able to provide this over mic space for y'all. So thanks for showing up and taking part. We just got a couple more on the mic tonight. Let's see. Do we have Damien? Damien? Yes, no. Damien, going once. It's missing a lot of folks tonight. Okay. Well, we do have Brian in the house. Y'all make some noise for Brian. Give it up. Y'all give it up one more time for Brian. Thank you, Brian. I think that's everyone. Yes, indeed. So I'll close it out with some poetry. Yep. Sorry the folks who missed their spots tonight, but they're not here. Y'all indeed do check out the open mic though tomorrow night at Shakedown Lounge in Hendersonville, 7:30 p.m. It's gonna be a good time, and of course, come check out the Lactones here on Friday at 9 p.m. Final night on Saturday, and AC Sapphire and Kindle Illusion on Sunday night. It's gonna be good. Hey, big shout out to Vlad and Charlie and Daybreak and Girls $69 XYZ. Oh, thank you. That's all right. Thanks y'all for tuning in. We appreciate the comments, some of them. But anyway, what was I saying? Poetry, yes. Y'all got time to grab Kava and all that, so drink up, and there's always time if the bar keeps. This one's called Lost Scene. After Federico Garcia Lorca. For years, I've searched for the tunnel back to the poet's time, where we drink vino tinto, listen to warm piano and the cantaores, to speak of revolution, the ever-revolution, to sit at tables and smoke. Nobody lives long here. Friends to share their poems, quick laughter, camaraderie tight, but gone just like that, each friend alone is dead. Death runs this region. Upon long red roads, courses through trunks and branches that reach, racked with life, the mountainsides. Even in winter, the trees are alive. Even in Andalusia, the killing ground, there is green. Even after leaves have wept to the earth, stormy midnight, without lanterns, the only sound, the culverin fire. Oh, death, take me there. For one drop of that vintage, one word from the living poet. The wine is emptied, cigar musk faded, the lamp wicks charred. The visionaries have gone insane or been murdered. Bodies drying in the long red roads, scorched in soil, etched in clay. Thank you. This poem's called Honey. When a man walks into the bar, sits down, and proceeds to cover himself head to toe in honey until the entire 32-ounce bottle is empty, you kind of understand. None of us is ever that far from that man at any time. As the water from the running faucet, forgotten, overspills the mop bucket. One drop too much. One good push over the line. And you could be the one wandering off into the night. glistening, anointed, leaving honey footprints behind. July, Saturday night, Atlanta, Georgia. A kid in a trap music museum shirt sells us balloons in front of the gas station. Hey, 6 up, man, the cops are coming. Oh shit, ice cold balloons, 3 for $20. Where did the God breath originate? All is peaceful on the other side, with the beings that have always been there. A person screams, "Mother," over and over. Cop cars scream through everywhere, passing the gas station by the amphitheater. Corona of the frenzy breaks. Back the fuck up. Last call, last call, last call. Uncle Jimbo says, pick up your balloons. For a Coming Extinction by W.S. Merwin. Gray whale, now that we are sending you to the end, that great God, tell him that we who follow you invented forgiveness and forgive nothing. I write as though you could understand and I could say it. One must always pretend something among the dying. When you have left the seas nodding on their stalks, empty of you. Tell him that we were made on another day. The bewilderment will diminish like an echo, winding along your inner mountains, unheard by us, and find its way out, leaving behind it the future, dead and ours. When you will not see again the whale calves trying the light, consider what you will find in the black garden and its court. The sea cows, the great auks, the gorillas, the irreplaceable hosts ranged countless and foreordaining as stars our sacrifices. Join your word to theirs. Tell him that it is we who are important. This is a poem by Mike Cook. May he rest in peace. It's called Hero of the Suburbs. This is the pain of empty. It is a nickel in my stomach, and I can't cough up 2 quarters for a ride on the pony. Damn those faggot piano men. Damn those love songs. This is the pain of empty, choking all on empty, slobbering, drooling empty, hollow, unfulfilled empty. I'm covered in wet empty. I cry empty. I sweat empty. I lift empty. I saved the last swig of empty. An alcoholic's mind fuck. My weed jar is empty. I saved none of that. No confusion there. And soon a pill bottle will be empty. My friend is empty. My enemy is empty. I masturbate empty. I come empty. I fuck empty. The TV's empty. The computer's empty. And the tiny space I somehow managed to fill in this ever-expanding universe of empty is emptying. Candy bar wrapper. A hot dog bun. A shot glass. A tip cup. All empty. My veins feel petrified and full of empty. And I feel like I am typing empty. And I feel like you will read this and feel empty. And empty is the truth. It's not half full or half empty. It's perpetually empty. It can only be empty. Any other state of fulfillment is temporary. Empty is permanent. I wiped my empty face with my empty palms. There's a face there, but all I feel is empty. This is a Barbie doll mansion empty. This is like a tree falling in the woods empty. This is the emptiest poem you'll ever hear empty. Mother empty. Father empty. They were just jars of empty, and I am just a smaller jar that came from their sexual empty. Now I'm stuck with my own everything empty, and I can never keep anything full. I'm just an empty fool, twisting empty into knots, making empty ropes, climbing to empty places. The universe is empty. What are you trying to fill still? Like a fool. Everything empties again. The empty Christmas tree. The empty Easter basket. Look at this poor girl with an empty church. A whole congregation could fill it. But then, once again, it would be empty and stretched out and emptier and empty. Tell someone you love them. Tucson by the Morning Light. Jared Lofter took poetry class in school. It was so poetic. The way those bullets hovered nearly still in midair. So poetic as a bullet slid into the congresswoman's frontal lobe, just above her left eyebrow where perhaps her mother once put a goodnight kiss softly. So poetic, the way the bullet committed larceny upon her left hemisphere, and now the moon burns her skin. So poetic, the way Randy Gardner seized up with a flashback to May 4th, 1970, more than 40 years ago, when he threw himself to the ground in a blur of 10 soldiers' bullets cutting down his classmates in Ohio. His first thought, they're shooting at us again. So poetic. Christina Green, thrown into a world too violent for her to change, for her trembling voice to have any sway in it, for her tiny hands and fingers to plant fresh hope. Numbness. Nothing but numbness. So poetic. As Dorwin Stoddard buckled into his wife, who heard only the festivity of firecrackers, not yet knowing she too had been shot through the benevolent and maintenance ministry they once lived. So poetic, how the Morrises walked their whole lives side by side and were traveling the country in a motor home that day as it rained little holy saviors. So poetic, Roll and Schneck and Zimmerman, going limp before the sounds of gunfire registered in their ears. Jared went to school where he took poetry class, where he spoke. And his classmates imagined him bringing automatic guns into class and going down a list. They saw it. They all saw it coming. How did your poems go, Jared? Surely they weren't meant to be like this. This is Iron. This one's by Carl Sandburg. Guns. I'm sorry, y'all. We're going to have to end the open mic right there. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Everybody be safe and get where you're going safe tonight. We love all y'all, and y'all take care. Many thanks to our crew and everyone. Y'all be careful. All right. Signing off. We're dealing.